Yeah, I'll be. Oh,
Take you there. Listen, Top 47, where you can steal $950 every day of the week. You'll get a ticket. And if we don't catch you with the merchandise, you can sell it to pay the fine.
Exactly.
That's absolutely ridiculous.
You might get 365 tickets in the course of a year.
You will.
Spend no time in eating jail food. Yeah.
And there's a Democrat that's tried,
sad part.
I think, 5 different times to modify and amend that bill. And it's never made it out of committee. Kevin Kiley, he tried.
He did.
All right? And then there's another individual that's tried. It's going to come back again. They were going to bring it back this year, but I think it's going to wait now until next year during the presidential election. Put a little more pressure on your legislators to pass that bill and amend it.
Yeah, I'm aware of a group of very, very good people that are working in that regard. We'll disclose the public nature of that at some point in the future. Much more conversation coming up. More questions for you. Don't go away. We're spending time visiting with Mark Solano, candidate for the Assembly in the great state of California. Don't go away.
You can hear Johnny Dennis on your car radio, also at work and at home, and on our free iHeartRadio app. Just say, Alexa, Google, Siri, play KFBK on iHeartRadio.
Inflation remains too high.
How does this impact your family?
We certainly don't want to be the Fed that then pushed us into an unnecessary recession.
Kelly Brothers from Cap Trust. Mornings and afternoons.
Company is building and adding here
At 22 and 52 past the hour.
Let's check the real-time numbers.
KFBK News Radio. Hi there, pal. Walter. Roseville Numismatics and Coin Shop. If you have gold, silver, or platinum jewelry, if you have rare coins, find out what they're worth and possibly walk away with a nice check. Roseville Numismatics and Coin Shop, interested in coins aged 1964 or prior, specifically dimes, quarters, half dollars, silver dollars, and nickels, not so much. Stop by the company I trust and that you can trust. Roseville Numismatics and Coin Shop, family owned and operated, 898 Douglas Boulevard in Roseville. Just knock on the door. Tell them Patrick sent you.
At All Worth, we believe financial guidance should come from advisors who are fully focused on you, not 40 other things. We call it uncompromised wealth management. For you, it means dedicated full-time advisors who always deliver the best of their time, energy, and focus without limitations or distractions. Discover how uncompromised wealth management pays more attention to you by calling 833-GO-ALLWORTH or visit allworthfinancial.com today. Guys, did you know your testosterone affects everything in your system, including how you feel and perform every day? Right now, Revive Men's Health Sacramento. Check your testosterone for free. Knowing your T level is the first step in understanding if you have low T. Your testosterone level impacts your energy, libido, sleep, weight, hair loss, mood, and even ED. Maintaining an appropriate T level can change your whole life. Most men start to see changes in their hormone levels in their 30s. Experience and results matter. So what are you waiting for? Get your T levels checked today by local, experienced, and trusted men's health experts. They've helped thousands of men since 2011. They're so confident they can help you, they even guarantee it. Call Revive today and schedule your free testosterone test, free exam, and free consultation. Call Revive Men's Health at 916-277-8599. That's 916-277-8599. Or visit ReviveMen'sHealth.com. And this report is sponsored by Mud. Starting off with your drive westbound 50 from Folsom to downtown. I see 29 minutes there. And also southbound 505 at Road 27 in Woodland. I see a tire tread is blocking the right lane. Going all electric is better for your business, your safety, and our environment. We're helping businesses make the switch with incentives and energy solutions that drive savings to your bottom line and promote electrification. Learn more at smud.org/goelectricbiz. Traffic on the 10s every 10 minutes, mornings and afternoons from the KFBK Traffic Center. Steve Jacobs, KFBK News Radio. Updated news that matters to you at the top and bottom of every hour on KFBK, Sacramento's News Radio.
Welcome back. Thanks for staying on board. John, to get us with you, KFBK News Radio, available everywhere in the iHeartRadio app. And we had the pleasure of chatting with a gentleman who's going to take a bold step, or I guess has taken the initial bold step, Living a good life on the City Council of Redding, California, and now we'll jump into the belly of the beast, as I call it, and try to make some sense of that place. And I'm very, very happy to have Mark Mazzano here to talk about that. And so, how do you get people like Reggie Jones Sawyer, who chairs the Public Safety Committee? Now, admittedly, he's termed out, but he is an absolute no to anything that would improve public safety in the state of California. And he has a number of people who follow his style. How do you get to people like that? And I don't mean to do anything inappropriate to them, but try to persuade them to recognize how much worse things have gotten in the last several years and change the course. Because without that fundamental change, I see worse things on the horizon.
Well, you're absolutely correct, and you have to deal with that individual and the people that follow him, and you've got to show them that, look, the people are tired. They're tired of smashing grass. I mean, in California,
keeps doing that. I don't know why.
Sacramento,
yeah, I'm gonna have to upgrade this garden.
Retail theft.
Acting up, I don't know why.
6 o'clock every night. And I got to tell you, as I travel around my district and I talk to people, public safety is their top priority, John. It's absolutely what they want. And so what I tell them is, get me elected, and then let's put pressure on the other elected officials to do something about it. And that's what we have to do. My first goal is to protect my constituents and bring their voice back to Sacramento. The one size fits all, as I said earlier, doesn't work for us up there. We've got a serious... I was in Tule Lake a couple of weeks ago. The high school gymnasium is sinking into the ground because there's no water underneath it. It's just a travesty. And the farmers up there, they've got water this year, but they didn't have any last year. The potato farmer, you like French fries, but you're not going to get them if you can't grow the potatoes. It's the same with all the farmers up there. And so you look at that, and you look at the legislators. My second goal, because I'm retired, and I do this full time, will be to help get more Republicans elected. So that means I have to travel to Southern California to speak on behalf of a candidate trying to get a seat in Sacramento. I'm going to do it. If I have to help that person raise money, I'm going to do it. And that's how we're going to change it. That's exactly how we're going to change it. One seat at a time, and we're going to just do it all year long.
What level of, to what extent, I should ask, what extent do you believe that a greater spread of honest, legitimate information would influence the voters of the state? If they really, truly understood what it was that they were voting for, they understood the ramifications, what these propositions do, not with the spin doctors who make a tremendous amount of money to create an impression that's not there. Do you think that if the general public knew, based on your travels about, if they knew exactly what it was that they were voting for, what they were creating with their vote, that they would behave differently?
Oh, I absolutely think that. In fact, I would put it on your local legislators, your city councils, your boards of supervisors, because those are the people that have to deal with the problems that come from this ridiculous legislation. Put it on them to educate their communities. That's what we do in Redding. When we look at legislation, we break it down and we show them. AB 109 was a disaster.
An absolute disaster.
Okay, 57, you talked about it. Another disaster. People had the wool pulled over their eyes with some creative writing. And you can't do that. You can't survive with that. The people today with the internet, the ability to do your research, it makes it so much easier.
But I find it pathetic. There was a time when you had 3 network television news sources, at least 1 daily newspaper, maybe 2, most of which were read, and radio stations, and people were better informed, it seems, back then, when you have everything literally in the palm of your hand. It seems as though the ability to spin things and persuade people to believe something other than the truth is big. Let me ask you this. In your current capacity on the council in Redding, I would assume there are some dissenting points of view on the council. Not everybody's in lockstep agreement. How do you work it out there? Can you find consensus with people with whom you disagree?
Oh, absolutely. You work it out by saying this is what's good for the people. This is what's good for our community. The first example that comes up, which is a big one in our town, is the Redding Rancher wants to move to the 5 freeway. And
well,
I think
drive
that's
like that.
For a couple of reasons.
Yeah, drive by the
rules.
by the
2 years. It's 900
yeah,
jobs.
follow the rules. Not like anybody else
in the city and the
around
county.
here.
They just negotiated a deal with San Bernardino, with Shasta County, to police and fire services. It's in the millions of dollars. Well, I, as a city leader, I want part of that for my city. And so we don't agree on it. We have several council members that don't think that that's a good idea. And you have to talk to them about their reasoning. You could say, for instance, well, I have a brother that's lost tons of thousands of dollars gambling, and as a former police officer in another state, well, I responded to hundreds of calls for searches at casinos. I've got two brothers and a sister that are alcoholics. Does that mean we shouldn't have any more bars?
Yeah.
So you have to point that out to them. Set aside your personal agenda. It's got to be good for the people.
That's what it takes. It takes, I think, persuasive communication skills. I wish you all the best. Mark Mazzano, candidate for the Assembly, and how can people reach you? Is there a website that you want to share?
MarkMazzano.com.
Mazzano.
M-E. If you say it technically, it's Mazzano. Mazzano. I'm Italian.
Okay, very good.
Check it out.
Hey, thanks for the time. Very much. I appreciate it. That's it for us. As you can tell by the sound of the
Police
music,
reported
the
ahead.
lovely and talented Kitty O'Neill coming up next with the afternoon news. I will see you right back here tomorrow. Special guest tomorrow, Monty Chen. Talk to you tomorrow.
Building a better Sacramento. News Radio, 93.1 FM, 1530 AM, and iHeartRadio station.
Listen on the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, news, sports, talk, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good.
Mike Westerville is a good financial advisor. He helps you map out a plan for each step of your retirement without taking a commission. Hi, it's John McGinnis. Mike is the founder of Talon Wealth and on a mission to help those near and in retirement protect and grow their nest egg. He's ready to prove it with Talon's Satisfaction Guarantee. It's actually quite simple. For any new client that hires Talon to actively manage their portfolio, if you're not satisfied after a year for any reason, Talon will refund 100% of your advisor fee. Yep, that's right. For any new client that hires Talon to actively manage their portfolio, if you're not satisfied after 1 year for any reason at all, Talon will refund 100% of your advisor fee. Call 916-545-6000 to find out more. That's 916-545-6000 or visit guardingyournestegg.com.
Advisory services through Talon Private Wealth and SEC registered investment advisor. John McGinnis was compensated for this message and is not a client of Talon Private Wealth, LLC, California license 0N00828.
The Tri-County Home and Garden Show and Tiny House Expo is back, presented by the Hot Tub Superstore. This weekend at the air-conditioned Roseland Center in Roseville. Meet with licensed kitchen and bath remodelers, landscape and pool contractors. Explore tiny homes and speak with the builders. Learn from industry leaders about how to build, live in, and park your tiny home. Plus, all new Art of Floral design competition and floral display. Free garden seminars, including flower societies and plant sales. Sample gourmet food at the Place of Taste and Colorado. Stop the pet center for your furry friends. Check out the local artisans at the Makers Market, featuring handmade crafts and unique one-of-a-kind finds. From tiny to traditional, it's the Tri-County Home and Garden Show and this weekend at the air-conditioned Roseland Center in Roseville. Info and discount admission at try-countyhomegardenshow.com.
Milgard windows for your home for just $84 a month. Southgate Glass can make it happen. And that price includes windows, materials, and labor. Get up to 8 Milgard Trinity retrofit windows. Just $84 a month. Great customer service and quality workmanship are why Southgate has been serving Sacramento homeowners since 1961. Don't waste time at the big box stores. Call the experts at Southgate Glass. 916-634-4400 or SouthgateGlass.com. Don't wait. Call Southgate.
It's Mike Ellis, best-selling author and CEO of Sacramento Tax Resolution. The IRS is sending 8 million nasty grants. If you owe the IRS or state over $10,000 to have unfiled returns or all payroll taxes, we can settle your entire tax debt, including penalties and interest. Up to amount you owe if you qualify. Don't file for 10 states away. We're local to help. Call 916-20 to get a free copy of my best-selling book series. We won't take your case unless we can help you guaranteed. If you're not happy within 30 days of hiring us, you'll get your money back guaranteed. Brando owed the IRS $186,200. We settle for only $1,200. One owed the IRS $46,000. We settle for $6,500. Call 916-609-3220 right now. Call now to get a free tax debt consultation, a free copy of my best-selling book, and a free transfer of evaluation in $1,500 value. Call 916-609-3220 now. That's 916-609-3220. Sacramento Tax Resolution.
Our iHeartRadio Music Festival is coming back to T-Mobile Las Vegas this September.
Superstar artists of every genre.
Streaming live only on
Washington in that county. California workers rally has shut down parts of the state capitol, and residents of the fire-ravaged island of Maui now being allowed to reach for help. Traffic and weather together first, though, and we'll look every 10 minutes. I think we've got Steve Herrera in for dinner ahead.
Oh, this is Alden Jacob, but I am today.
Great, thank you.
We're starting off, no problem. We're starting off with Sacramento Cap City Freeway westbound at Highway 50. There is a multi-car crash that is blocking one of the middle lanes. That's why you're backed up from P Street. Your drive from the split to downtown is about 14 minutes. And looking at southbound 99 from downtown to Elk Grove, that is jamming up. I see about a 23-minute ride. Traffic on the 10s every 10 minutes, mornings and afternoons from the KFBK Traffic Center. Alden Jacob, KFBK News Radio.
All right, Alden, thank you. And your KFBK forecast.
Heat advisory remains in effect through late Thursday evening. For tonight, partly cloudy skies, low 65 to 69. Tomorrow, mostly sunny and hot. Tomorrow's high 98 to 102. Friday will be partly sunny. We'll reach a high Friday of 87 to 91. I'm AccuWeather's Drew Shannon on KFBK, Sacramento's News Radio.
106 in Sacramento, 107 in Folsom and Elk Grove. Cooler at 104. And we start with your top local story.
California Wildfire Watch. KFBK News Radio continuing coverage.
Well, a wildfire igniting this afternoon near the town of Washington in Nevada County. The sheriff's office there issuing an evacuation order for zones NCO E315 and NCO 316. CAL FIRE reporting the blaze burning about 10 acres north of Highway 20. Meanwhile, California state workers rallying for a new contract have shut down a prominent office at the state capitol. KFBK's Megan Hammer reports.
The Capitol Annex has been shut down after almost 200 members and supporters of the California State Workers Union began rallying inside the Capitol today, pushing for a new contract and higher wages. Participants held signs that read, "Cal State workers can't afford to live here," and others said, "Essential work, disposable wage." Just after 2 p.m., more than 30 California Highway Patrol officers stopped the rally, arresting and detaining 8 protesters in the process. Former lawmaker Lorena Gonzalez-Fletcher, Councilwoman Katie Maple, and Katie Valenzuela are 3 of the detainees. Megan Hammer, KFBK, Sacramento News Radio.
And your top national story. It's a big day on Maui. Many of the roadblocks that were preventing residents on the western side of the island to go home have now come down. ABC's Alex Stone is on Maui.
Opening the roads here that lead to West Maui is a very big deal. That means the many island residents who don't live in the burn zone but have been unable to get home can now go home. And those who were trapped north of Lahaina can now get out. Lahaina itself in the burn zone remains closed, but drivers can use a bypass to go around the town and get somewhat of their normal lives back. But it's bumper-to-bumper traffic as people are returning.
And Alex joins us with an in-depth look at the continuing aftermath of the deadly wildfires and big name chefs who are helping out at 4:47. Right now it's 4:03 and we've got more news with KFBK's Joe Michael.
Okay, some not so big name chefs are also helping out. Shoppers in Northern California and Western Nevada can help fire victims in the Hawaiian Islands. At the checkout aisle, Save Mart stores, Lucky and Food Max can be letting customers donate to the Hawaii Wildfires Relief Fundraiser check stand. 100% of the proceeds go to the Hawaii Community Foundation's Maui Strong Fund. The company will match shoppers' donations up to $10,000. Shoppers will even get the donation indicated on their receipt for tax purposes. Save Mart currently operates out of 200 Save Mart, Lucky, and Food Max stores. Californians know what it's like to live with the threat of wildfires. This November marks the 5th anniversary of the Camp Fire, which killed at least 85 people and virtually wiped out the town of Paradise temporarily. For campfire survivors and first responders, watching the devastation in Maui is having a profound effect. KFBK's John Harper explains. PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, is a mental health condition that's triggered in people who have experienced or witnessed a traumatic event. Mental health professionals say watching what is happening in Maui will trigger PTSD in California fire survivors. Steve Gulliton is the former mayor of Paradise. He told ABC 10, watching the devastation in Maui takes him right back to those days during the campfire.
I had a tremendous amount of sadness because I remembered what it was like when I found out that my
vehicle, everything I own, all of my possessions, everything is gone.
Up to 40% of those impacted by wildfire will develop symptoms connected to PTSD. John Harper, KFBK, Sacramento News Radio.
We're going to talk a little bit about that at 417, the drought that has kind of been erased by last winter's rain, making it a little bit easier for firefighters and decreasing the chances of a major wildfire this year. Of course, we are seeing some activity today. Doesn't mean we're out of the woods, pardon the pun, but we'll talk about that at 417. Meanwhile, the people tasked with keeping tabs on recently released offenders could still be taking their job on the road.
Sacramento County Probation Chief Marlon Yorber says his department is in the process of purchasing mobile units that will provide probationers access to important appointments and services.
The thought is, we're able to drive to, the neighborhoods where our clients reside.
By making behavioral health, substance abuse, and housing assistance services widely available, he believes the department can help youthful offenders, the homeless, and those living in rural communities succeed in their rehabilitation journey, as well as enhance public safety.
Some of our longtime partners, specifically, behavioral health, human assistance, the Office of Homeless Services and Housing, it allows us all to maybe jointly do better outreach with the rest of that population, again, those who are challenged with transportation.
Yorber hopes the program will roll out in the next few months. Lisa McGowan, KPK, Sacramento News Radio.
On the KFBK afternoon.
Thanks, Joe. And etiquette regarding reclining your seat on a plane again making headlines. CBS Stacey Lynn reports. A video's gone viral of a passenger on a flight from Paris to LA. You see a woman pushing her arms against the seat in front of her to keep it from going back. The person in that seat protested, but the woman says, "I'm sorry, but no." It once again sparked an online debate. Some passengers called seat reclining an in-flight right, while others dubbed it a major space invasion. Stacey Lynn, CBS News. Okay, we're going to ask you at your poll question today, and mind you, this was an international flight, Paris to LA, and I've watched the video. This young woman is pushing back as hard as she can so the woman cannot recline at all. International flight. Okay, what do you say? Is it a passenger's right to recline that seat? They're made to recline. Or is it very inconsiderate to the person behind you to recline? Do you think maybe a partial recline is something that could be a compromise? Although in this case, this young woman would not let her put the seat back at all. What do you think? Pound 250 on your smartphone. Keyword is open mic. If you're listening on the free iHeartRadio app, around the mic button, hit that for the Kick Happen Shop. So we'll get to that, and now more of your top national and international stories on KPK News Radio, live everywhere on the iHeartRadio app. From ABC News, I'm Daria Aldinger. The head of FEMA says Maui has a long and hard recovery ahead of it, but Administrator Deanne Criswell says the federal government will stay as long as needed.
This is a really hard disaster, and this is a really difficult search operation.
We're also learning what might have contributed to the start of at least one of the fires.
How the wildfire here started has not been officially determined, but already there is a class action lawsuit against the local power company. Many of California's deadliest wildfires have been sparked by downed power lines. Bob Marshall is CEO of Whistler Labs, which is a power monitoring company. Their evidence indicates the fire may have been caused by downed power lines.
And we've got that video of that kind of explosion, that arc flash, and we've got 10 sensors in that community that show a very sharp drop in electrical voltage at precisely that same
The
time.
local power company is not commenting. Alex Stone, ABC News, Maui.
March 4th. That's the date Fulton County DA Bonnie Willis has proposed with the start of former President Trump and 18 co-defendants' trial on charges they tried to overturn the 2020 election in Georgia. It's been a year since Congress passed the Inflation Reduction Act.
We're investing in all of America, in the heartland and coast to coast.
President Biden says it's helped create jobs, prioritize clean energy products, and lower the cost of health care and prescription drugs for many Americans.